Guys, so in today's tutorial I'm going to be creating a book cover design, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it from beginning to end. So let's get into it. So first of all, we're going to create a new document. So press Ctrl N. We're going to be setting our image size to 1360 by 907, and make sure it's in landscape, and make sure it's in pixels, and make sure resolution is in 300. When we're talking about doing a book cover will come out in two forms. You can use a book cover as a print type of design, and as an online type of design, like electronic, those ebooks that you see online, that you see the book cover with it. So we can do a book cover for that, or we can do a book cover for this, like for hardcover printed. So when you're doing a book cover for printed, make sure that you're setting it to CMYK color, because it has 4 color options for printing. When you're working with ebook, make sure you use RGB color. So let us use RGB color for this tutorial. Don't forget 1360 by 907. Create a new document. So this is what we have. So first of all, we'll come and add guide layout to our design. Come and click on new layout. So once you have clicked that, what you're going to do, you're going to set these margins here. These margins you see are set it to 0.06, 0.06 each, all of them, and set your columns to 6 by 3, your columns by 6, and your row 3. Then you see, if you see any numbers down here, declare all the numbers that are down here. These are what you should put in your settings. So click on OK. Once you have done that, we're going to start aligning this to the edge. I'm going to add this here like this, and take note of the distance. Do the same thing here. So I've done that. Do it for the top part, do it for the bottom part. So I've done that. Do it for this middle part here, but we'll drop it a little while. So this is going to be our spine for our book. Let's bring it closer. This part is the spine of our book, this place here. From this top part here to this bottom part here is our spine of our book. So you can choose to, depending on how many pages you're having for a book, that determines the size of the spine. Like if you're talking about spine, talking about the edge of the book. Don't worry, when I go into the design, you understand what I'm talking about. So first of all, we're going to be adding our image from our folder. So first of all, we'll be adding these two images, this image and this image. So click two of them, select two of them, and click and drag into the background. So once we have that, here is it. So we'll click and drag this and place it in the side here. For that, let's expand it. And yeah, as you can see, we want it not to go beyond this line. Look closely. This blue line here, we don't want it to go beyond this blue line here. So just place it just here. See, it snaps to it. So zoom out back and click on this tick mark here. Once I've done that, we'll be adding the second image. So we'll grab this and drop it here. Let's expand it a bit. Click on this, don't forget, and click and drag. So once I've done that, we'll place it here. Don't worry about it overlapping in this area. So we'll click on our tick mark first, then we'll rearrange this. We'll put this below here. So what I'm going to do, we'll put this in a group. And we'll put this in a group, Ctrl G. So once we have done that, this will be our, let's name it back page. Then we'll double click on this and type front page. Once we have done that, we'll lock this back page first and come to our front page. Open here, and let's lock only the image. So once we have done that, let's create a new layer above it, as you can see, and add our text. So we'll start by adding our author's name, John Smith. Then we'll click on our, let's increase the font, Ctrl A. Let's use a 6. Let's use an 8. Yeah, 8 is better. So we'll try and position it here. Click on our tick mark, Next, we're going to be adding our author's name, our book title. So the title of the book is Weep for a Storm. So I'll click on Ctrl A and align it to the center. Once I've done that, let's drag it to this side here. Let's bring it down a little. Select only the storm. Come to our characters bar. I'm using a Montserrat black. If I've done that, we increase the size. Let's use the 16. No, 16 is small. Let's use bigger number. Um, yeah, that is okay. So select this. Select it. You come to line spacing here. So word spacing and increase it a bit. You can see. Let's increase it again. Let's make it 100. 100. And repeat the same step for this part here too. We'll make it 100 too. Come here and we'll change it to 100. Sorry. Select it first and make it 100. Once I've done that, we'll select all of them so that we reduce the spacing between them. You see there's a big space between them. So we'll click here and reduce the spacing. We'll come here. Let's use a 12. Let's use 26. Yeah, 26. Okay. So if we want, we can decide to make this bolder. We can decide to make this bolder. This is our whip foil. And let's use a semi-bold and increase the font a bit here. This is perfect. So click and we drag it and place it just here. Is okay. As I said, we're just creating a simple book cover design. So after I've done that, we just come to the bottom here and add a rectangle. Yeah. This size is okay. Make sure it's the black color. Yeah, it's black color. So make this a 10. Our radius, add radius to our rectangle. So you can come here and change our our width and height of the design. You can see them here, 308 by 61 pixels. That's the dimension of this rectangle we just created. So let's zoom into the bottom here and add the text. So click here and I'll type based on a true story. And click Ctrl A. So we come and reduce the size. Let's use the 6 points and drag it here. Then we'll use a 4 pixels. No, let's use 5. Okay, 5 is okay. Come to our move tool and drag it down here. Then we'll come here and remove the spacing. We'll remove the spacing. This spacing and reduce it to a 0, as you have seen here. Then place it here. Then we can increase the font to a 5.3. Yeah, this is okay. So once I've done that, Control 0, and we're done for the front page. So next we're going to be going for the spine. So for the spine, we're going to be adding the title. So hold Alt on Windows or hold Option on Mac and click and drag on this. You can see I've made a copy. Come to Edit, come to Transform, and we'll click Rotate 90 degrees clockwise. Then we'll come here, hold Shift and resize this. Hold Shift and resize. Or you can come and link this part here. Then drag this and place it here. Yeah, that's it. Click on our tick mark. Do the same changes. Copy the author's name. Place it here. Edit, Transform, rotate 90 degrees clockwise, and drag this here. I'm going to reduce the size. Come to our text and let's make it a 6, a 5. Okay, this is a 6. 6, and yeah, we've added a 6. So try and position it here. It's our direction tool on our keyboard. So next we're going to be adding a sort of like a logo. So just going to be using this image, this head image here. We'll click this and drag to the background. So hold Shift and resize it very small. And click and drag it here. Yeah, as you have seen. So click on our tick mark. So for that, we're going to come to color overlay and change to a white color. Click here, color overlay, and we'll change to a white color. If yours is not white, click on this box here and drag it up here and click on OK. Click on OK. So as you can see, here you have it. So we're done with our front page. So let's close this group and let's lock it to avoid movement. So we'll come back here and unlock this page. I'm going to work on our back page now. So first of all, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be adding a box for our author's picture. So I'm going to add box this like this size. Yeah, I think size okay. Yeah, size okay. So once I've done that, don't worry about the color. Leave it as black. Just add a radius of 20. Once I've done that, come back here. So if you can remember what we did in a previous tutorial about creating a clipping mask, like creating a clipping mask, it gives you the ability to create a mask, like to put an object or an image inside the shape. So I'll show you guys again if you've forgotten. Reduce the size, drag this to this side here, then click on your tick mark. Let's reduce it again a little bit. Yeah, it's okay. Click on our tick mark. So what we're going to do, there are two ways of doing this. It's either you click on Alt Control G, no sorry, Control Alt G for Windows, and for Mac Control Options G. So either do that or you right click on this and come and click on create clipping mask. You can see it has placed the image inside the box that we created. So let's reduce it a bit, and yeah, it's okay. Click on our tick mark. So we're still going to copy this author's name here. Okay. Hold Alt, click and drag. Then we'll come and increase the size. Let's give it 8 pixels, 8 points. So let's come here, unlock the group, because we made a copy to the group. So what we're going to do, click on this and drag it down, hold and drag, and place it above this image here. Yeah, that's okay. So we'll now come back here and close this, or you can just simply just type the author's name again and rotate it 90 degrees clockwise. So I'm going to show all this thing. So let's lock this layer back. So we'll come here and increase the size to the 8 point. Click on enter. So we'll drag this and place it just here. Yeah. So next we're going to be adding our barcode. It's our barcode. So just let's use this one. Click and drag and drop it here. So we're going to hold shift and resize it. Hold shift and resize. Let's just drop it here for a while. Let's resize the bit. Let's drop this here. So yeah, this is okay. So next what we're going to be doing, we're going to be adding a text, like a fake text for about the author. So we're just going to create this text box, and yeah, so just type something to make it tangible. Control A, Control C, Control V, Control A, Control C, Control V. Yeah, click on Control A and reduce the size. Let's change it to a Montserrat regular and reduce the size to 6 points. You can use a smaller font. Let's use 5. So let's try and align this. So you've seen what I'm trying to do. If you notice, you can barely read the text in this design here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a rectangle. Come here, come to this top corner here, click, hold and drag, and make sure you align it to this side here, to your corners of your guidelines that you created. So release it. You see it's already black color. So what we're going to do, we're going to click and place directly over the image, and we'll come to our opacity and reduce the opacity. As you can see, we can see our text very clearly. So next we'll come here and be adding a square so that our barcode can be visible. So let's zoom in a bit. So click, hold and drag, and yeah, it's okay. If you want, you can add a radius to this. I mean, it's 5. Yeah, and change the color to a white color. Once I've done, we can see our barcode very visibly now. So let's zoom out, and yeah, here you have it. Let me show you how it looks without the guideline. So clear guides. You can see this how it looks like guide. This is our book cover. Control Z to put the back guides back on. So this part is our back cover. This part here is our spine, and this is our front page. So this is the end of the tutorial, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.